Education Minister Shawn Edward, in his World Teachers' Day address, elevated the status of the educator, asserting that their work transcends the transactional nature of a job. He framed the professional commitment of teachers as an act of fundamental patriotism driven by a collective imperative to cultivate the nation's human capital for future challenges.
I know too well the sacrifices that teachers make for the well-being of our nation's children. Our commitment is rooted in a deep love for country and driven by a collective desire to nurture the nation's children for the challenges of tomorrow. Teaching will forever remain the profession of all professions. It is much more than a job. It is a calling, a vocation. This year's theme, Empowering Educators, Strengthening Resilience, Building Sustainability, speaks directly to our reality here in St. Lucia. It reminds us that the strength of any education system depends on how well we prepare, support, and empower our teachers, not just for today's challenges, but for the future we all are working to build.
The minister then directed attention to the adaptive capacity of teachers, positioning their resilience as an inherent systematic stabilizer. He celebrated their ability to deploy creativity and care in overcoming perennial obstacles, including resource scarcity and technological deficiencies.
When technology gaps or limited resources create barriers, you improvise with your creativity and your care. And when our students face personal and social challenges, you step in. Not just as teachers, but as mentors, counselors, and role models. Your resilience is not only admirable, it is essential to the stability of our education system and, by extension, to our nation's development. Resilience, however, cannot exist without empowerment. By empowering our teachers, we strengthen the very foundations of sustainable development. This is because every child you inspire, every skill you nurture, and every value you instill builds the human capital that sustains St. Lucia's future.
Edward defined the state's duty in relation to the educators, asserting that empowerment is the essential reciprocity for their resilience. He established a clear, causal link. By strengthening the profession, the government directly invests in the sustainable development trajectory of St. Lucia.
You are the lifeblood of our education system. By strengthening your resilience and empowering your profession, we ensure that St. Lucia builds not only a sustainable education system, but also a sustainable nation. Thank you for your service, your dedication, and your unwavering commitment to our nation's children. May this day be a reminder of your immeasurable value and our unshakable commitment to work with you in partnership and in respect. Happy International Teachers' Day. Je veux prendre l'occasion pour féliciter et puis célébrer tout teacher en Sainte-Lucie pour contribution yo ka fait en système éducation nous. Tous les jours, tous les semaines, tous les années, teacher ka fait un pile sacrifice pour ouais qui yo instrument maïnou à de manière côté qui yo ka élever et puis faire citoyen qui ka fait un pile bénéfice pour pays nous Sainte-Lucie.
Edward, through the address, argued that the vocation extends beyond academic instruction, as teachers function as critical social mentors, thereby safeguarding the educational system's continuity and contributing materially to national stability. World Teachers' Day 2025 was celebrated on Sunday, October 5th, 2025. It is observed annually on October 5th to commemorate the anniversary of the adoption of the 1966 UNESCO recommendation concerning the status of teachers. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.